So it's been a minute. A lot has happened since I have made my video. I wanted to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart, which is creativity. Specifically the fact that I find so many people in my life will come to me and they'll think that they don't have a creative bone in their body. To which I say, I believe everyone has the potential for creativity and is creative. It's just a matter of engaging with that. So today I wanted to talk to you about ways to recalibrate your creative compass. I have 3 steps that I wrote down here. Now this is not very detailed as to what my process is, but I wanted to simplify things for my viewers and I want to be as straightforward as I possibly can. So the first step I have is to observe. This is your energy, your learning style specifically, and I'll go into detail with learning styles in a different video, but I want you to be aware of your energy. I also want you to observe the content that you're consuming, and I wanted to show you a clip of my current YouTube feed. Keep in mind this is after I deleted one of my channels that I've been on for quite a long time, so I'm really starting as fresh as possible, but I did decide to resubscribe to the creators that I was leaving behind, and this is what my feed looks like now.
At a glance, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would, but I was noticing a little bit of a trend with some negative titles here, and it hasn't been great for my mental health, so I've been doing my best to not engage with this sort of content. So that helps.
Next comes the adjustment phase. I challenge you to try an ad blocker or a browser that has ad blocking capabilities like Brave. Now this might not be the best scenario if you are distrustful of Chromium, but I love using Brave for watching YouTube. I'm not being paid to promote Brave. I'm just passing on what my dad told me a long time ago, and it took me a long time to come around, but I'm so glad that I did. Set aside the time that you're scrolling for intentional engagement. This is by no means a way to shame you or call you out. Just making a personal observation that I would make a lot of excuses for myself and say that I wouldn't have the time to do things. And then I would check my screen time or my YouTube watch history, and it's just videos upon videos of things that I consume, but they don't feed me, if that makes sense. Last point I have for adjustment is expectations. If you are a creative or you're wanting to engage in the creative process, this is a long-term commitment. There are no shortcuts. This is very gradual. I used to think that I wasn't a very creative person. I thought I was very analytical and analytical only. I've had anxiety for most of my life, just generally feeling so unhappy and stuck, and I wasn't showing up in a way that really was taking care of myself. If you feel like there's a lot holding you back and you feel a lot of shame or regret or guilt, it's completely valid to have those emotions and that experience. It's just more helpful to actually recognize that you're feeling those things and see what else you can feel. And then my final suggestion is to explore. You might prefer the term practice, or how I enjoy it, play. If you've been doing something a particular way for a long time, it might limit you. Try to read something physical, tangible, go to a different room, or even trying a different medium for your hobby. That's really helped me to put things into perspective. I've tried so many different ways of engaging with the world that are not typical for me. And when I turn that creative tap on, it's really illuminating. So I think that's where structure really has to come into my life, because I have to realize I have more time than I think. Time is not running out for me. I can engage with my ideas as time progresses, and there isn't necessarily a rush for me to be able to do all of these things at once. That's not reasonable for myself. and quite frankly, it's exhausting. But yeah, that's my guide to recalibrating your creative compass. Let me know what you think, if one of these methods works for you better than another. And also, please keep in mind, I am not a motivational speaker. I am not an expert. I'm not even the most creative person I can think of. And that doesn't necessarily have to be my goal either. And it probably shouldn't be yours. There's a lot going on right now, and you deserve to have the time to be creative and not just disciplined or hardworking or productive. I just really hate those terms. Creativity requires a bit more lenience and compassion and understanding of yourself and other people. So make sure you keep an open mind and leave a comment if you found this recommended to you. If you made it this far, thank you so much. My name is Wolf. It's been great talking with you, and I'll see you another time.